in lockdown day 2. So this is workspace number 3, which part of this video is going to be a tour of my workspaces. Why? Because that's what I filmed yesterday. All right. Why? No clue. It just felt like a thing to do, to be honest. And I'm not going to stay working in this one because I still struggle to sit. However, my stitches are all gone, and this is the first time I've ever had surgery and not popped a stitch doing something stupid. So I'm quite proud of myself. I feel like that's adulting 101, just in a nutshell. Right, so one of the things that I did last time was a lockdown workspace vlog. Work is relative. Mostly it's been emailing and text messaging, which makes me sound like I am a teenage girl right now. I just text all the people, just constantly, so many messages, so many friends, so little time. This is not like real life. Anyway, I'm going to show you my lockdown workspaces for the moment. We're up to 2 that we've used today. I will now show you my standing desk. I'm quite excited by my standing desk. Here's my standing desk. Yes, my laptop needs cleaning. No, I am not going to do it. Yes, that unicorn sticker has one leg missing. No, I'm not going to do anything about it. So this is my standing desk. It's by the dishwasher. It's by the fridge. Nice, 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 nice. Mostly I've been standing here and emailing people. This is my water bottle. It implies that I've been drinking water. I haven't. I'm on about coffee number 3. And now I'll show you workspace number 2. If we come over here, we have got my reclining desk. Yes, there we go. We've got a hot water bottle. We've got a beagle. We've got a blankie. We've got several pillows and cushions in the reclining position. We've got iPad and other laptop because it turns out that I have no shortage of technology this time around. It's great. It's great. And this space is under the heat pump. So at the moment, I'm not worried too much about my workspace. I will show you, I've got one other option of a workspace. I could sit here on these constipation stools. I am not going to sit on these constipation stools. They are basically reserved for, well, when you really want to inflict a lot of pain on yourself because they're not comfortable. Those are very flat stools. Great coffee tables, terrible stools. I think basically it's just Dave and Khalid who bother sitting on those. And occasionally I'll make the mistake of sitting on it going, oh, look, I can work on the desk. No, terrible idea. These are awful stools. I need new stools at some point. But let's face it, they function and they're great coffee tables. And I never sit there. So I'm not buying new stools. And I'll also show you Rocky's workspace. He's guard dog today. So that's 2 workspaces that we've actually used. One potential workspace, if I want to sit on the uncomfortable stool. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Shortly, I'm going to go in and clear off my actual desk in case I would like an actual desk workspace. I don't. But I did fold all my towels this morning, so winning. Okay, so these are 2 more of my lockdown life hacks. Lockdown life hack number 1, make all your coffee in a takeaway mug. 2 reasons. 1, you are going to forget where you left your coffee. And 2, this way it doesn't go cold so quickly. It also kind of feels like you're out on a thing. You know, you're not sitting at home drinking coffee. You're having an experience because this is a travel mug. This one's got dogs on it. My other options include, well, unicorns, mostly. Lockdown life hack number 2, making pasta for lunch. Because if one can't have coffee in a takeaway cup and comfort food, what can one do? So will this be filled with cream? Will this be filled with cheese? Will this be filled with pasta? Do I need any of these things? No. Am I going to start my lockdown wine tasting? No, not today, because I have to go to the doctor at 2 o'clock because I'm an idiot. But at some point, here's my lockdown pantry. Please ignore how messy it is. But at the back here, behind all the sushi, here we have the middle-aged white woman wine collection. I don't really drink wine, but I tend to be given a lot of wine. There's something about my face that says, you spoke to our organisation. Here, have a bottle of wine. So I'm very tempted to go headfirst into viral trending wine tastings from someone who doesn't like wine. If nothing else, it will clear out the shelf. Anyway, I'm about to burn my pasta. You may notice the tiara is back. Spent some time yesterday finding the tiara and repairing it because I broke it last lockdown. Hilary Barry has returned with formal Fridays. So this is the warning that tomorrow is Friday. Therefore, it's formal Friday. Therefore, I highly expect that you're all going to be wearing a tiara, formal clothing, and watching Hilary Barry bake on live stream. I did this a lot last year in lockdown. She's a national treasure. She's a national treasure that we don't necessarily deserve, but she's great nonetheless. And she is my favourite person at bringing down internet trolls. So she's also a winner there. Oh, have I had a shower this morning? Not yet. No, it's a lot harder to shower than you'd imagine. But I have got the rubbish bins out, and by out, I mean I got Dilip to take the rubbish bins out. Have made breakfast. There will be a video montage of cooking breakfast. Why? I remembered that my phone had a time-lapse function, so there'll be one of those. Yep. To be fair, none of you actually log in to see any of this stuff. Mostly you're under the guise of, this is me giving you work to do today. And the work will be coming. Because I don't know what next week brings and what the plan is going to be for next week. I know that this week there's no expectation to have Google Classroom meetups and Hangouts and Zoom calls and that sort of thing, which is fine. It allows everybody to get set up at home. I don't know whether or not we'll be back at school next week or whether or not we'll be in lockdown next week, whether we'll be a 4, whether we'll be a 3, whether... who knows? But there are some things I do know. I do know that the One Act Play Festival is being tentatively rebooked for 2 weeks' time. But again, that's just check your weekends out and all that kind of stuff. I don't know about anything else. Everything else has basically been in touch to say, hey, there's a thing. And I contacted the people at Zeusical and said, hey, we're in lockdown. So we'll see how that goes. Surely we're going to be fine by then. Surely. So, good times. Today, my plan is to continue getting hold of all of the mentor class people. Got hold of most of you. Thanks, team. Spent nearly all of yesterday emailing back and forth with you guys and your parents. And now it just leaves the ones that are harder to get hold of, either because you don't want to talk to me, I know who you are, or your parents don't have email, or no one's checking email, or perhaps you're all actually just really busy because it's a lockdown. So I'll get there. This is not really about me. Well, it's a vlog. Of course it's about me. Anything I want it can be about me. You're all subjected to just listening. There's... this mouse arrived. I can't show you why this mouse arrived. Because it'll... oh, coughed on the mouse. That's a terrible idea. Or is it a plague rat? Either way, purple plague rat, maybe. Quite like it. Mascot of the lockdown, for no doubt, for the moment. Can't tell you why it's here yet, because it would spoil a surprise. But I can't even... there we go. It's sitting in the corner. there, we can ignore it. So, what are we doing today? Juniors, if you can make sure that your synopsis of the play is all up in Google Classroom, that'd be great. I know that about 3 people did it yesterday, so you're ahead of the game. I'm going to cough. Coughing still hurts, but at least I'm not afraid of bursting stitches and coughing anymore. Yeah, sorry. So juniors, finish the synopsis of the play. The plan is if we're back at school, we do the performance. If we are not back at school and we're doing something else next week, we'll do something else next week, or however long that we're in a lockdown for. But I think if we just use this part of a week now to just make sure you've all done your synopsis of the play and you've caught up on all the other bits and pieces. I will probably put in an activity around different theatre conventions and whether or not you know them. But mostly it's just going to be around that stuff there, because I don't want to jump into something completely new in case we're back at school next week. The life struggles of being about to do a performance. Clowns. Now, my clowns. Yeah, paperwork. Let's just get the paperwork sorted. If you can all get your paperwork for the clowning routines done as much as you can in the next 2 days, that would mean that when we do get back, all we have to do is perform. All we have to do is find an audience and a way to perform. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Same with the New Zealand theatre people. Do your paperwork, learn your lines. Mostly the paperwork. Well, I mean, definitely the lines as well. So do both, 50-50. But if you've got your paperwork done, I can at least get that checked off. So then we're in the same scenario as last year with Shakespeare, that you're up to date with everything. It's just the performance that has to happen. And I can have your paperwork marked. So then when you do the performance, it's almost an instantaneous grade. So that's that. If we do go on into next week, seniors, this is what will end up happening. Level 1s. You'll do a theory-based standard. We did 12th night last year, and it's just sort of a bonus 4 credits, really. But we won't do 12th night this year. I'll do something else. She says, staring at a pile of books. I don't know what it'll be yet, but it'll be a thing. We'll know when Auntie Jacinda announces what we're doing. Seniors, if you're still in lockdown next week, the plan is, if you weren't in semester 1, I will give you the script writing task. If you were in semester 1, I will give you a theory-based standard where you compare and contrast 2 plays. I will just have to put my thinking hat on as to how we do that. Because it's got to be 2 plays by the same playwright. This is level 2s, this is. And we didn't all do the same play for Shakespeare. And some of you weren't in the class. And is there a way of comparing and contrasting 2 plays by the same playwright online? Possibly. I might have a way. Again, that would just be a bonus 4 credits. Level 3s. You're a more tricky kettle of fish, mostly because the level 3 standards all require so much more than you can do right now. It's a theatre practitioner one, but if we were doing Brecht, we could do that quite easily, but we're not doing Brecht, we're doing New Zealand theatre. It's about it, really, other than preparing for the externals. And I don't think any of you want to do those. So if you are a super senior and you're worried about credity-weddities, it's a bit of a worry, really. Anyway, because I think everybody who can do... Oh, no. There are a couple of you in this semester who could do script writing. There are... That's basically it. So if you are in the category of people who was in the class in semester 1 and did the script writing task, mostly there are only 2 internals left that we can do, and it's the New Zealand Theatre one and then Devise next. Either way, you will get UE if you complete them. So just focus on completing them. That's the main thing. Yeah. Anyway, this video is getting on in length. welcome to workspace number 3. I'm not sure where in this video I'm going to insert my footage that I took yesterday. I don't think I got around to vlogging my trip down to the doctor's surgery, but I went to the doctor's surgery at level 4. It was very exciting. I had to wear a mask. Everybody's wearing masks. Well, actually, they were in the full suit thing, so that was kind of crazy. But again, no stitches, so that's basically all I'm going to be bleating on about to everybody all day. And by everybody, I mean the dogs. There is one thing that I will throw at you, because it's worth chocolate. Someone posted yesterday, it's the New Zealand bird thing. Kent posted it because he's on tour with Macbeth, and he's in lockdown with his cast and can't perform. So, thanks, Kent. Basically, it's a Shakespearean monologue competition online for New Zealanders, where they've given you the list of monologues, you perform your monologue, and you can win Whittaker's chocolate. So we all know that I'm going to do this, and I will put a link up in the Google Classroom with all the monologues in there. Well, not the Google Classroom, I do it by email. And that way you can have a go at it as well, because if there's one thing I know about drama students, it's that you want chocolate. At least I want chocolate. I think I've got chocolate in my fridge, but I'm hanging on until desperate urges before then I break into the chocolate, because if I break into chocolate on day 2 of lockdown, it's like I haven't broken into my Nigella Lawson cookbooks and started drinking wine. That's if lockdown goes on. However, it is Formal Friday tomorrow. Find your tiaras, make your tiaras, be fabulous, and hopefully you can just enjoy a couple of days off and we're all back next week. If we're not, there is a plan. If we are, then choice. We had a couple of days to catch up on paperwork. Alrighty. Do some paperwork, etc. Enjoy my view of Workspace 3, which is now causing me severe discomfort. However, it does have a spinny chair and a desk and a script for Zeusical, the musical, that is going to be left exactly as it is. All right, take care. Take care of the people around you, and hopefully you're all having as good a lockdown as you possibly can. All right. Bye.